Right, here we go with step one. Hopefully you've got all those materials together. So let me show you how we're assembling the solar system if you were not able to print the template. You can see I've got just some plain white paper here. You can see that I have made Uranus and Neptune out of the bean can, that I used the tomato paste pan to make Venus and Earth. I used a dime to make Mercury. I used a quarter to make Mars. And then I used this big old tomato can to make Jupiter and also to make Saturn. Now I'm going to go ahead and label Saturn. You definitely want the labels to show, and I'm making mine out of ink so that they stand out. Mercury's kind of small, so I wrote the name of Mercury underneath it. Now, you might read. Whoa! I forgot to draw the Saturn, didn't I? So I want to trace around my cans. That's what I did with all the cans. I simply traced around them. Now you probably know that Saturn's got these awesome rings. Now I'm not much of an artist, but I'm going to show you how I draw the ring. I just do like this, a long, thin oval, just like that. And I'm going to do it again, just like this. Okay, now, of course, this part of the ring is going behind Saturn, so let me erase this part now. So that's on the back side of Saturn, so it just became invisible. You can't see that. And then this crosses behind, and this crosses behind. And we now have the rings of Saturn. Isn't that cool? And I'm not even much of an artist. All right, now your next job is going to be to color them authentically, as much as you can authentically, and to cut them out neatly. Because remember, this is going to be hanging in your bedroom and you want it to look awesome. So just a couple of pointers, some things that I've learned, because I've done this a couple times now. Good old Earth, let's kind of draw some continents on the planet Earth if you're a good artist at all, which I'm not. So there's Florida. You got to have Florida show, right? There's Florida and South America, and I'll put a continent kind of sticking out over here, and maybe a continent here, okay? I learned a neat trick with Jupiter. First, Jupiter's got this hurricane on it, and the hurricane's usually right around here. And the hurricane itself is actually bigger than the Earth. And then what I do with Jupiter is I take a yellow and an orange crayon or pencil, and I hold them side by side like this. And Jupiter spins really fast, so the clouds look like bands. So I'm just doing it like this. I'm just going sideways, and I'm making those awesome bands, just like that. Little yellow, little orange, a little heavier down there at the poles. There you go. And then on the hurricane, I'm taking the yellow and the orange, but I'm making it hurricane shape, all right? Now, the rings, Saturn looks like kind of a crazy one. I'm gonna do the rings just really light orange and yellow. There's actually a break between the rings, but we don't wanna make this too hard. You guys are only 7, you know. There. And then if you want to know what the planets really look like, what their real colors are, go back and look at my PowerPoint, because most of those photos were taken from the Hubble Space Telescope. The Earth is easy. Of course, the Earth is going to be green and blue and brown. Mars, it's got a nickname. Do you know what it is? Yep, Mars is the red planet. So we're going to color Mars red, of course. So anyway, you don't need to watch me color. So I want you to go ahead and do part 1. And when I meet you again, have them cut out, okay? And I'll see you in a few hours. Bye now.